Drawing from a decade of immersion in the high-stakes world of investment, I've witnessed the pervasive middle-class patterns that ensnare individuals in a ceaseless cycle of work. These patterns often lead to a life where one's true aspirations are relegated to the sidelines, all to maintain a lifestyle tethered to an unfulfilling job. In this discourse, I will guide you through these pitfalls and illuminate pathways to circumvent them. Undervaluing your professional worth. A prevalent blunder is accepting compensation that falls short of one's true value. It's not uncommon for employers to offer the bare minimum, just enough to deter resignation. Consider how many individuals you know who haven't received a salary increment, or if they have, it's a paltry sum that fails to keep pace with inflation. This means that with each passing year, despite accumulating experience, you're effectively earning less. Upon exiting a company, it often becomes apparent that to attract new talent, employers must offer a higher wage. Settling for this status quo is a comfort trap that perpetuates the cycle. However, seeking opportunities elsewhere can be a liberating move. Typically, transitioning to a new organization can result in a salary increase of 10 to 20%, significantly more than the nominal raises offered for staying put. If your efforts and dedication are not reflected in your paycheck, it's perfectly reasonable to explore options with competitors. Expand your network, delve into different industries, and ascertain the market rate for your role. While starting anew may seem daunting, a 30% salary hike can significantly bolster your investment portfolio and serve as a stepping stone out of the rat race. Living beyond your means. When individuals land their first full-time position, receive a promotion or a bonus, there's a tendency to upscale two major expenditures. The first is their vehicle. Leasing arrangements are cleverly designed to entice you into committing to a car beyond your financial reach, which becomes a formidable obstacle to wealth accumulation. Instead, aim to purchase a car outright if possible, or ensure that your car finance payments do not exceed 15% of your annual income. For instance, with an annual income of $60,000, your total yearly automotive expenses, including payments, insurance, and maintenance, should not surpass $9,000. The second expenditure prone to escalation is housing. Banks may offer to lend you a multiple of your salary for a home purchase, tempting you to acquire more house than you need. A prudent guideline is to allocate no more than 28% of your gross income to mortgage payments. To delve deeper into effective money management and allocation strategies, consider enrolling in a comprehensive financial course, such as the Money MBA, which provides daily insights on maximizing your financial potential. Over-reliance on a single income stream. Recent years have starkly illustrated the perils of depending solely on one source of income. The pandemic led to widespread job losses, and the trend of layoffs continues. Relying on a single income places your entire financial well-being in your employer's hands, a precarious position. To extricate yourself from this vulnerability, diversify your income streams. Consider taking on a side job, driving for a ride-sharing service, launching an online venture, or investing in income-generating assets like stocks or real estate. Surrendering all financial control to your employer is a risk best mitigated by establishing multiple avenues of income. Neglecting retirement savings. Imagine routinely losing money due to a flaw in your wallet. You wouldn't tolerate it. You'd repair or replace the wallet. Yet, when it comes to investing for retirement, many fail to act, even though procrastination equates to foregoing the power of compound interest. Overcoming this inertia is crucial. As Naval Ravikant advises in The Almanac, true wealth comes from equity ownership, not from renting out your time. For those unsure where to start, index funds and target date funds are viable options that can set the foundation for a secure retirement. The consumption versus production dilemma. The financial trajectory of an individual can be distilled to the interplay between consumption and production. Money flows in as a reward for value creation, typically through labor, and flows out as we consume goods and services. A balanced financial state requires a positive equation between these two forces, yet many find themselves in a deficit, consuming more than they produce. By addressing these areas with strategic foresight and informed decision-making, you can pave a path toward financial liberation and fulfillment, steering clear of the pitfalls that often hinder progress. Remember, the essence of financial wisdom lies not just in earning, but in how you manage, invest, and multiply your resources. In the United States, the typical citizen grapples with a staggering debt load averaging $96,000, while across the pond in the United Kingdom, personal debt often exceeds £33,000. This financial burden is a relentless tide, with outflows eclipsing inflows, leaving many in a precarious economic stance. It's imperative to acknowledge the toll this takes on one's fiscal health, striving to curtail consumption and amplify income-generating activities. Financial acumen is a cornerstone of stability, yet it's frequently overlooked. We invest heavily in our mental and physical health, but often neglect our fiscal fitness, which is equally vital to our life's enjoyment. The folly of financial ignorance may seem benign in the carefree days of our 20s, filled with adventures, romance, and the allure of luxury. Yet, this naivety carries minimal risk when funds are sparse. The real peril emerges as we age without enhancing our financial intelligence. By our 30s and 40s, if we haven't cultivated a robust understanding of finances, the task becomes daunting, with repercussions resonating throughout our lives. A fundamental grasp of taxation, income, expenditures, and maximizing the value of every dollar is essential. These skills aren't imparted in classrooms. It falls upon us to seek this knowledge. Should you desire to delve deeper into these subjects, signal your interest, and I shall craft content to guide you. Ignoring this pursuit consigns one to an endless cycle of laboring for money, never gaining financial freedom. In our contemporary world, societal pressures to spend are immense, compelling us to conform regardless of our earnings. I've encountered individuals with substantial incomes, deep into six figures, yet they live from paycheck to paycheck. Their expenditure is a performance, a display of affluence, rather than an accumulation of wealth. If your spending on fashion and accessories is a source of genuine joy, then it's a worthwhile indulgence. However, if it's a pursuit to match your peers or to flaunt on social media, it's a different story. This behavior entraps the middle class in a perpetual cycle, driven by status. It's crucial to discern the purpose behind your earnings and efforts. What are your aspirations? How do you envision your ideal life? Whether it's the luxury of traveling first class or the freedom to resign from your job and bid farewell to your boss, ensure your goals align with your values, not dictated by societal expectations. This clarity is the key to escaping the rat race, which isn't merely a 9-to-5 grind, but a relentless chase for the next paycheck or possession, sidelining your true ambitions. I hope this discourse has sparked reflection on the financial habits you might wish to avoid. Thank you for tuning in.